Welcome back to MMA Surge. I'm your host, Andrew Montanez. Today we're gonna go over the scarf hold position and some submissions you can do from there. This is a position Ronda Rousey uses very often, so I'll show you guys what to do from there and how you win with it. All right, so let me bring Devon here again so I can demonstrate this scarf hold position. So, Donna, please lay down. A couple ways you can get into this scarf hold position. You can either take the person down and just end up in this scarf hold position, or you could be in your side control and switch to your scarf hold position. So what is scarf hold position? It's this. I have my rear hand under his neck. My hand is usually controlling his elbow, and my foot is at a 90-degree angle, one foot's planted. So I'm right here. I usually stay kind of compact because some guys will try to put like their foot over my face and stuff. So I keep my head down and I'll stay right here. It's more of a control position, but you know, when you control someone and they stop moving, then you want to start capitalizing. So from here, I look to strike. If you guys watched Ronda Rousey's last fight, she was here and she was landing these little strikes right here. It's really frustrating. You could land these little punches into a wide open face. So a couple strikes you could do, some straight shots, or you could do some sweeping hammer shots. Those will really bash the person's face up. And if you want the person to move and open up, these little shots can be really annoying. You probably won't knock the person out, but you'll annoy the hell out of them. But I like to submit people from here. This is one of my favorite positions to submit people from. So first submission I like to go over is an arm triangle, just a basic arm triangle. I take my hand that's controlling the tricep, I slip it under his tricep, right here. So right now I'm controlling him. I can lock my hand, or I can just control his bicep. What I do, I look to put my head on the outside of his tricep. So I'll be holding him here, and I put my head to the outside of his tricep, and I'm pressuring back towards his head. So when I pressure back towards my head, I could turn my hips down, or I can stay here, but I grab my bicep, hand comes to the ear, I can squeeze, or I can turn my hips down and squeeze and get my submission. That's one, that's your triangle. So the steps are push the arm across, get your head down. Here, so I have my hand, I grab my bicep, hand comes to the guys that aren't so good, I can submit them right here. Guys that are pretty good, I have to go out to 90-degree angle, squeeze, and drive my shoulder into his throat. That's your first submission. Pretty cool one. Another cool one, probably my favorite one, like kind of fancy looking. I'll be here, I take the guy's wrist, and I push it away from me. I get it hold like this, I hold it down. What I'm gonna look to do is take my foot that's at the 90-degree angle and put it over his arm. See, right here, he knows he's in trouble. He's like, damn, my arm's all jacked up and about to get ripped. So I step over my foot, and now I'm here. I can still punch the guy from here and bash him up, but you see his arms in like kind of americana key lock position. I lock my hands, I'm looking to lift my hips up and get my submission right here. So what's happening, my hips are driving in, and this is pulling down, and his arm's getting tweaked all the way back. So I'll show one more time how to get into it. So I'll be here, I grab his arm, I push it down. If I want, I could double reinforce it just to make sure it doesn't move anywhere, and then push it under. Step. Now I'm here, I can bash him up, but if I want, just get my submission just like that. Pretty simple. So really easy. You could be in side control here, switch, and just go right into your submissions and finish the guy. So first, remember, this is a control position. You don't just have to use it for submissions. You could use it to control the person and keep them down. That's the first and foremost thing, is just control your position. From there, look to bash some strikes, but I like to move to submission. So, all right, so the first submission you go for is the arm triangle. So you have the hand on their head, take your free hand, push the arm across, and drop your head to the outside of the guy's tricep. Once you're there, drive your head back towards the guy's head. The hand that's under his head, grab your own bicep, and hand to your ear. Once you're there, you can squeeze. The guy's pretty good. Turn your hips down, go on your toes, drive your shoulder down, get the submission. If you want to do the cool submission, one of my favorite ones, the Americana, take your hand that's controlling the tricep, push his hand down into somewhat of an L position. Take your foot that's closest to his head, step over the foot. Once the foot's stepped over, lace Lace your foot behind your other leg, lock your hands, hips in, and get your submission. Remember, with these submissions, you can still bash the guy when you have him locked up, just to open more things. So that was how you do the scarf hold and some submissions you can do from there. Hope you guys enjoy that. Make sure you guys check out our new newsletter. Click subscribe. I'm the Squid, and I'll see you next time on MMA Surge.